ain't mind on some shit like niggas that
What up? What up? What up?
niggas that suffer the consequences of
Yeah.
that shit. You see what I'm saying? And it's just like who the fuck? Men blacks be talking about this.
They ain't nigga be really be missing that shit, man. Like niggas really be like getting be like turned out.
But that's just like because this men blacks be talking about it's not even close. I would much rather just be a broke ass nigga and have my freedom. You see what I'm saying? Than be the nigga that's 60 years old talking about how I was getting it in my 30s and I done spent the last 2.5 decades of my life sitting in this fucking cage. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, that's cause you got wisdom. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I'm like, yo, even if a nigga work at McDonald's, like, yo, you can still make something out of that. You see what I'm saying? You can get pussy. You know what I mean? You can still enjoy some aspect of your life.
Yeah.
What the fuck do you enjoy about what? Drinking bass and being around a bunch of niggas that just don't
Then
give a fuck?
we talked about that last night, like how some people come alive in the joint. Like that's they
That's when they wake up.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's like, some people really thrive in there. You know what I'm saying? Some people really thrive in there. Unfortunately, man, it's all different, right? I used to think like when you grow up in a certain area, like you think everything the same, and it's not till you start like traveling and shit be different, and people be different, and people be like programmed and like wired differently. You know what I'm saying? And to us, we call it weird and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what I mean? It's like something it's something that you need to experience to change like your perspective. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm done. You know what I mean? Like, yo, I can't do that shit no more, yo. I can't do that shit no more.
What up? Yeah. I mean, and he blessed that, like, he blessed that he able to, like record, same thing, like you able to get the chance to finally come to the point where like you get the picture. But here, you feel me? That's why I always looked at it like, you know what I'm saying, like it's a blessing like to get the picture early than when you're in the hospital and you know what I'm saying, on your last, you know what I'm saying, your last days, or you fucked up because you got hit up or whatever, and then you get the revelation. You know what I'm saying? Or you sitting in the box and you get the revelation. It's like it's a blessing to get it out here and to make the adjustments and make them changes. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's something that I've definitely appreciate, and I always felt like I didn't need the worst to happen for me to get the picture.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I say that shit every day. And that's why I don't know if you saw when I called it on the post, we talking about something about how niggas, something might happen and the nigga just changed for the worse.
Yeah.
And I called him and I was like, well, we get a little bit of money.
Craig, what up? Yeah.
A little bit of money. You feel what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden, like a nigga be a complete asshole and a totally different person. And it's like, yo, not that it would be excusable if you did it like that. But nigga, it ain't like you got 200 mil. You see what I'm saying? Niggas ain't even got 200,000.
Yeah.
And you see that goofy shit come out of nigga. You see what I'm saying? Like they got Jay-Z money.
Nigga turn up with income tax money. You talking
yeah.
about, you know what I'm saying? They turn up with a couple thousand. You know what I'm saying? They turn up with a couple thousand and you know, and think that they made it. That's what I be saying, like, don't nobody need nobody around then. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody need nobody around then. So your phone don't ring as much. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Hey man, to each his own. Like you gotta eat that shit. Like you gotta eat the shame, I should say, type of shit. Even if you don't show it, you know it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? When you know you don't do right by good people and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? We all get our little, you know what I'm saying, coming up. We all, you know what I'm saying? Because it's all a decision. Like every day is like, you know, like I said, you come to forks in the road all day. You know what I'm saying? Like right, wrong, even when it comes down to what you eat. You know what I'm saying? And shit like that. It's all like choices. So like, you feel me? I think me and Bo was talking about that. Shout out to little Bo, Big Jizzle. You know what I mean? We was talking about that. What up, everybody? Come on in. Been a minute. Good to see y'all. But yeah. But yeah, it's cool. It's good. You feel me? You know, but you know, it's like, hey. Man, it's been a long week, but a short week, right? We had the what they call it, I call it the repossession of Independence Day. You know what I mean? Because July 1st kicked it off. July 4th was the kickoff of the change. It's a lot of things changing. You know, you agree, or how you what's your outlook on where things are going, like economically, you know, like globally? You feel what I'm saying? Like, what's your outlook? Because I go off of the things that I read and see. All right, thank you. No juice. Oh, lemon. Oh, they lemon. All right, thanks. What it is, huh? It's a nosedive.
Shit,
but you
straight to hell.
Nah, man,
I'm saying on a larger scale. You know what I mean? Like as a whole, this shit it's going.
Tell me this. Tell me this. Do you think that prophecy can be, how can I say it? Not like reversed, but redirected. How about, do you believe that, those of us who believe that we have the power, the same power that Yeshaya had, right? Because that's what he came to show us, that we had the same power, right? That he had, right? That's what he came to show the disciples. That's why he lost his patience with them at times. Because he came to show them that we had the same power as him, as we could do the same thing he did. What I'm saying, with that power, which we know we got life and death in the tongue, you feel what I'm saying? The power of prayer, believing, coming together to touch and agree. With that power, can we redirect prophecy? Because you fall back on prophecy. We can't see you yet if you want to be seen, but you know what I'm saying? Got my brethren in there. You up in there, brethren. Got my brethren here.
What up, good people?
It is. But when it comes to prophecy, can we redirect prophecy? You feel what I'm saying? By power and prayer and believing and all the other. Cuz what it is. Pastor in the building. Jack, what's happening? Good to see you. Jonah prophesied to Nineveh that they would be destroyed, and they repented, and they were not destroyed. There it is. Good. Thank you, Jack.
And no, that's absolutely right. That's absolutely right. Do we agree that most niggas just don't? Yo, we are a rebellious and stiff-necked people.
But answer this. But can enough? You feel what I'm saying? If more of us touch and agree, I believe we can divert and we can redirect prophecy. Just as our good lady here, Jacqueline Williams. You understand what I'm saying? Show it to us. It's there. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In the script. So
the key to what she said is they repented. You can't just keep being an asshole and just think that.
But
you can't.
That's why I say
you're gonna eat what you cook.
But can we? But I'm saying those that decide to come together, right, and redirect prophecy, right? I believe they will directly benefit from their prayer, just like our day to day, the prayers that we put up and we see them being answered. It's the same thing. Just because I say this doesn't mean that this is going to resonate over into his house if he live in foul. You feel what I'm saying?
And don't believe because your faith is essential. Just the belief. You see what I'm saying? Because what people do, and I gotta confess, you know what I mean? In the past, I've done it before when shit just keep going wrong. Man, pray for what? You know what I mean?
Really?
He
was rebellious.
That's that dumb shit. Yeah.
That was you at one time?
Yeah.
Okay, that's but you know what? Go ahead. I don't want to cut you off. Go ahead. Finish your good point.
I mean, even worse, yo, just cursing God and it don't matter. He don't pay my bills. I mean,
that was you?
A damn fool. Yeah.
That was you. Yeah. I had felt that vibe, but I was like, nah, you feel what I'm saying? Like, nah, that ain't that can't be how you really feel.
No, it's
a low frequency. Yeah, it's a low frequency.
It's emotion.
It's a low frequency.
You be tired. Cause I think about Job. Like, can you imagine how anything we go through in life is nothing compared to what Job went through? You see what I'm saying? I know, like, emotionally, he was mad as shit. He had to be, yo.
But, and okay, I agree with you, and this is no contest. Jack gonna say, black folks love their life too much into death. We need to realize the temporary pleasures ain't worth it. She said, black folks love their life too much unto death. Black folks like.
Can I you know what I'm gonna ask?
What?
Are we talking about good God-fearing black people or niggas?
Jigaboos. Jigaboos and jungle bunnies.
And that shit ain't funny. But to me, the look is the same, but the spirit is completely different.
Now let's not like how can I say this? Let's not cap this down just to black people, because that which is upon us, this change that's intended to be bad, but we're gonna pray and believe that it's a positive outcome for those of us who, believe better and want better. You know what I'm saying? That it's not just a black thing. You know what I'm saying? That we talk about that by getting others to understand that the other believers, because believers of all faiths come in all shades and colors, right? So then that means we have to, not make this a black thing, a black issue. You know what I'm saying? But an issue of those that are wise and have understanding of what's going on and make the wise choice and to come together and to begin to pray and redirect which is prophecy. And you feel what I'm saying? So that we can, when and such that we'll benefit from that. You know what I'm saying? Standing firm. You know what I'm saying? As those that she spoke of, Jonah prophesied to them for that they would be destroyed, and they repented, and they were not destroyed. And that's what I believe.
Right.
That's what I believe.
Absolutely right.
I believe that we can, but we all have specific areas of sin that need to be addressed. That comes with being real with yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's you feel me?
Working on me.
That come with being real with yourself.
Day, yo.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite joints, yo.
Yeah. That come with being real with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Understanding that, you know, it's not just saying I ain't perfect just to get out of shit or be a cop out for when you fuck up. But really, you know what I'm saying? Understand, like, okay, I ain't perfect, but then what do I need to improve upon? Self-improvement, right? Self-improvement is like is a lifelong carving of oneself. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And I think and the word says that, let me know, Jack. The word says that we can be perfect, or we should try to be perfect. What did the word say? Something?
It tells you to be perfect.
Be perfect. So, hey.
It's easier said than done.
Absolutely, but it's possible. It's obtainable. And what it is what we're saying is addressing your sins, pruning the wickedness out of your heart and mind. You know, bad decision by bad decision, or bad thought by bad thought, right? You know, if you think it in is positive, you should do it. If you think it in is negative, you shouldn't do it. It comes down to as simple as that, right? You know what I'm saying? And that will begin to dictate and navigate which way your life is going to go. Are you going to begin to keep like going up a level with every right decision and you know what I'm saying, doing the positive thing? Or are you going to go up a level, but then you choose some negative shit and it knocks you down and you got to come back around again? You see what I'm saying? On your journey. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's why, like, that's the enemy's, she says, be saved by Christ. Be saved by Christ. We can't do it. We got to submit to him. Okay, we got to submit to Christ. So we don't submit to the Most High? Did he say submit to him? Did Yeshua say submit to him? Or was he who what we call him HaMashiach, which is the Messiah, the messenger, right? A high appointed messenger, right?
Quran calls him the Messiah.
And the Messiah is what?
Not God, though. He's
right.
He's the physical manifestation of
God. As we all are.
No, but the difference between him and everyone else is that he was actually perfect.
Because he chose.
Fault is sin.
Because he chose. It's a choice.
But
he defeated sin. He defeated the flesh.
But his whole life, though, you see what I'm saying? All of us have to. It's like we fall down and then we get up.
He was without sin.
Right. The whole ride.
He was without sin. Yeah, but it was a choice. He had the same 24 like we have to make decisions of according to what challenges he faced. So they show you some of the challenges when he fasted, right? That's when he met. That's when he made his adversity. And the word says that the devil showed up or Satan showed up, right? But let's be real. No physical manifestation showed up. That was a conversation he had with himself. And he had to fight himself. He had to fight the voices in his head back with word.
I disagree.
You can.
I disagree because
you trying to tell me a physical manifestation of Satan showed up on that?
How that?
Nah, that was him talking to himself.
Look at how many devils we see every single day, to a point where as though now we had a wherewithal and the wisdom to be like, yo, I'm out, I'm gone. Cause you could feel that shit. You can feel it, and they could feel. Remember when I told you, like, yo, when you minding your business, yo, you ain't do nothing wrong. You walk into a room, speak to everybody, always respectful, always spread love, and
But
they just.
But that enemy, right? That enemy meaning this person has chosen to submit themselves to a lower frequency and allow the enemy to control him, because we all hear this. That's what I'm saying. We both hear the same voices. And you know what? I might walk in a room and I might identify him as being in a low frequency and being devilish. But you know what? I am devilish too at times. You feel what I'm saying? You see where I'm going with that? It's you.
Really.
You are your biggest. It's you. Outside devils are taken care of when you pray. Outside devils have no power. The only power that the enemy has is temptation. That's why you see people walking around trying to bait you into some shit. They're trying to trigger you, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's because that's the enemy. That's the sign of the enemy. A physical manifestation of the enemy is when somebody's trying to trigger you. That's the same thing, because the enemy is like a dog with no teeth. He has no bite. He has no power. His only weapon is temptation. Is to bait you into throwing your own self away. Because you got a choice to make too, not to react, but to respond.
Indeed.
You see what I'm saying?
But does the fact that where the scripture says, because he said physical things. He said, if you bow down and worship me. You see what I'm saying? So to me, when I read that, it's like, it's hard to not think that it's actually a physical being, because he's telling them to bow down and worship him.
Hold on, pause. Check it out. Real shit though. You just was saying how you was talking. Yeah. You just admitted how you was talking. That was him talking to himself. That's what I'm trying to tell you. The same way you was talking and you was feeling rebellious when things wasn't going right for you, and you felt like the Most High had abandoned you. I've been there before too. It's a weakened state. That's where Yeshaya was. He was in a weakened state. He was fasting. You feel what I'm saying? And he was in a weakened state. And all kinds of shit was running through his mind. Go ahead and throw yourself off this cliff. Why do this shit? You feel what I'm saying? Go ahead and eat that. You feel what I'm saying? You know what? Go ahead and bow down and worship me, and I'll take this all away. He said, and they showed the riches of the world, said, I give to them to whom I please. And if that was a lie, Yeshaya would have told him so. But that means it's within yourself. You can get the riches, but you gotta lose your integrity. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta lose your reverence for the Most High. We're seeing it, right? Look, we're seeing it. We're seeing it, right? Check it out. We're seeing it. We're seeing it. You know what I'm saying? We're seeing it.
He's one of the younger ones that I actually fuck with his music from what I've heard anyway.
I give you the riches of the world.
And I bet you he got a bag for that, yo. I bet you he got a bag for that.
This here is not new. They played them and they exposing them at the same time. Don't play with us, nigga. Don't come around us getting the bag and not be yeah, I mean. You feel me? Don't come around us playing like you down and you ain't down. We gonna show these motherfuckers, yeah, he be with us. You understand what I'm saying?
And now the question is, to what extent? You see what I'm saying? Because that shit look wrong. You know what I'm saying? Fucking wrong,
look
man.
wrong. It is wrong.
I'm just saying, looking at the picture.
Romeo, where art thou? Romeo, little baby, where art thou? You man to be in a sandwich, a baby sandwich. You're in a baby sandwich.
Goddamn shame.
Yo.
And he's one of the younger ones who music I actually dig. Yo.
Listen. You already got some money. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. We're saying the same thing. You already got some money. So at this point right here, when this is the night that I ain't gonna get no more money with y'all.
Yeah,
You hear what I'm saying?
done.
Because I'm gonna fuck niggas up in this bitch, and you gonna throw me out, and you gonna blackball me and all that. But I already got some money, and with some money, I can still create me a great future for myself and my children. Maybe not in their world and their industry, but there's you feel what I'm saying? I can make good money in another lane, and you feel me? And fuck that. You feel me? If that was a night y'all decided y'all want to try me and play with me, this the night you're gonna find out you can't. And I know it's gonna be over for any more money that you can control. You feel what I'm saying? But shit, like, you still getting publishing checks. You feel me? You still get show money. You feel what I'm saying? And you can get into other shit.
Well, I feel like you should do that from day one. As soon as you get the bag, you should invest in something that has nothing to do with me.
It's just like having a regular job. There is no job security in this company no more. Right? So any job you get, you should be like kiddying up to get ready for when sugar turn to shit. You know what I'm saying? Anything you doing in this company, you should know that sugar can turn to shit real quick. So if I can, any harvest I get, I better store it up and I better put it in something that I can control. And you feel what I'm saying?
Some long time.
Yeah, you feel what I'm saying? You can't like buy into someone else's thing anymore because they control it. And if they control it, they can cut it at any time. You know what I'm saying?
So let me ask you this. In that type of situation, do you feel like they came at, salute to the God, Dame Dash? Do you feel like they came at Dame and he refused?
They never came at Dame. Dame was putting the energy out there that you can't even think about it. That's why it was like, okay, then we got to carve him out.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
He was Suge, just like Suge Knight. Nobody would ever approach Suge Knight or anything homosexual, anything. So it's like knowing that we gotta carve you out because this is what it is. And you feel what I'm saying? This is something that we constructed, that this is the way through. Right? With Nori always talking about the door, you know what I mean, on the Drink Champ shit.
Well,
the door, you know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry. Did you hear that? How can I put it? Because I remember the I don't want to say the show because I'm still boycotting that shit.
What show?
I'm not saying it.
Okay.
There's you know what I'm talking about?
What?
There's a white guy that disrespected Farrakhan, and a few black people is boycotting until he apologized to Farrakhan, if that ever happens.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, he said what he said on that show, right?
Yeah.
And then in episodes later, not episodes later, but on Drink Champs, I've heard him turn around and say, you know, niggas be talking about the Illuminati and all that, and I don't know nothing about that. And it's like, in my humble opinion, you know what I mean? I love Nori, but it's like, that sounds like contradiction. Because it can't be three doors, and you describing the doors. You're saying one is some homosexual shit, the other door is a blood sacrifice, and the middle door, I believe, is just where you keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah,
and he said it
himself.
He said, I never went platinum after that. So he refused.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So how do you go from that to saying like, oh, I don't know nothing about that shit? You know what I mean? And I feel like back in the day, they was trying to make it secret. Now it's like with this goofy shit right here, they full throttle. Even with the subtle ways that they was trying to kill you, now they just like, fuck it, nigga. You come outside, you die. We just full throttle.
If I gotta go to a party like that, right, to network, that's what I'm saying. My vibe, my vibe. You gonna know? Don't play with me.
Right, I'm not
you
into that shit.
Don't even play with me like that. You feel what I'm saying?
I'm not into that shit.
You know what I'm saying? I I ain't coming out. You feel me? Don't even, you feel me? Like,
it's for the Most High to actually lay down the judgment. You know what I mean? As far as punishment for niggas and what they do or whatever. But at the same time, I feel like when your energy frequency is on a certain level, anything that's gonna go against that, when you get to a certain level, you don't want to be around it. Like we talk about this. You know, I know quite a few people. I know you do too. There's plenty of shit that I could be a part of, and I'm at the jam, and you know what I mean, parties and all that. I don't want to be there. You see what I'm saying? I don't want to be there. I only want my energy shared with righteous people. Period. If a nigga wants some, you know, if somebody's not righteous, we're doing our job right now. If we're saying righteous things that can uplift somebody, we putting it out there. That's our job. See what I'm saying? We're not niggas' fathers. We can't make somebody change into something that they don't want to change into. It's our job to display righteousness, drop a jewel, and it's their job to absorb it and make changes in their life. Everybody's accountable for themselves.
Hold up. Go back, though. That Lip say that was him talking to himself, man. We not only battle against flesh and blood. That's right. That's what I'm saying.
Right. Principalities. What is it? Because I know you. It's deeper than flesh and blood. But what does the word say? We battling against spirit and wickedness in high places.
Right. Principalities and wickedness in high places.
They trying to kill our asses, yo.
Yeah.
Yo, they're physically like up all this other shit taking too long. Just niggas want to smoke. And they giving niggas the smoke.
Literally.
Literally.
It's been smoky for like 2-3 months now.
Literally.
It's been smoky. That's what I say. Care for what you wish for, because you're gonna get it. You know, the old head say care for what you wish for because you might get it. I've been a witness that care for what you wish for because you will get it. It does come. He is listening. You feel me? So watch, you know, it's life and death in the tongue. And that's why niggas always say, we outside, we want all the smoke. And I'll be damned if it ain't been smoky for like 2-3 months. For real. It's been a great overcast.
You can see it.
For like 2-3 months. And then when you go up on a higher level, like the highway and shit like that, you can see that shit sitting down. You can't even see the city skyline no more at certain days. I took some pictures, you feel what I'm saying, of it. And it's just like, damn, but when you on the ground, just in town or wherever you live, you can't see it because you're in it. You're standing in it and you can't see it. But when you come out from outside, you can see like, damn, that shit is sitting down in the city. That shit is sitting down in on the ground and people can't see it and they wearing no masks and you're breathing that shit. And you know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
Yeah, they not playing.
No,
they not playing. And you gotta. People don't keep saying that they said that it's easier to kill 1 million people than to control 1 million people. They control everything in the physical sense. Yeah. So they know what the fuck is going on. They know niggas is waking up. You see what I'm saying? A lot of us.
And before they allow you to wake up,
it will get you out of it.
They'll set this. Yeah, they'll burn it down.
Now, can I ask you this though? What are your thoughts? Because I believe, and audience, y'all beautiful people, let us know what you think.
Yeah, let us know what you think.
Do you think? Because I believe that with certain ones, it be certain ones that the Most High chooses to do certain things. I feel like Paul was one of them. The way he was
Paul, who was Saul?
No, Paul that was killing Jews, and then Jesus.
That's Paul. That's Paul who was Saul.
Oh, was Saul? Okay.
That's Paul who was Saul. And I don't go ahead, but I don't trust his doctrine.
Okay.
I don't trust his doctrine.
You have. I
That's
mean,
me.
if we gonna keep it all the way funky, and
That's-
there's no disrespect to you, my Christians,
That's me.
but one of the reasons why I'm on the journey that I'm on now is because if you really look at the words, and I got like 30 scriptures in my phone, you know what I mean? I don't want to argue with you, but I'm just being real. There is contradiction about Christ and who he actually is.
Elaborate. Get somebody.
I'll get straight to the point. But
Let us know what you think. If you following along, let us know what you think.
But see, here's the thing. I fear the Most High. I feel like it's knowledge in all of it. So I don't just shut it down. You know what I mean? And see, here's why, as far as the gangs and the religion and all that, they will all probably get mad at me because I don't claim a sect. You know what I mean? Because everything is divided by the religion, and then it's the sect. You see what I'm saying?
What's the set?
Baptist, Episcopalian, Islam,
yeah.
Sunni, 5%, NOY. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't get caught up in that.
And it's all Christianity, Islam, and Judaism is all the same God and the same bloodline anyway.
Yeah, I don't get caught up in that, right? But I know what you're talking about.
Okay. So this is just random as far as for people who say the real Jews not black or whatever. This is Song of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 5 and 6. I am black, but comely.
Yeah.
Comely, to my understanding, means like handsome or whatever.
Yeah.
O ye daughters of Jerusalem, as the tents of Kedar, as the curtains of Solomon. So this is describing himself as a dark-skinned dude. Look not upon me, because I am black, because the sun hath looked upon me. So he's giving you everything you need to know that he's talking about his complexion. He's not white. My mother's children were angry with me. They made me the keeper of the vineyards, but mine own vineyard have I not kept. Okay. Just had to get that in there.
So you was trying to prove the point of what? The women of Solomon were black?
No, Solomon himself. That bloodline.
But that was a woman. That was one of his women. I'm not saying that Solomon wasn't black, but I'm just saying that's one of the that was written by a woman.
Okay.
Let me know if I'm wrong, Jack. Let me know. You out fourth most go-to. Them people been running this world for thousands of years.
Facts.
They the gatekeepers.
Facts.
And they may look at that bullshit as a necessary evil to not just give anyone their bread. Is the eugenics formula Solomon was melanated? Yeah, we're not doubting that, but was that verse, the Songs of Solomon, was that written by a woman, or was that written by one of his women, or was that written by Solomon? I'm saying it was written by one of his women who was seeking his attention. But let me know what you think. But yeah, Lippy said them people were been running this world for thousands of years. They the gatekeepers. Yeah, it ain't even about money, because we know money now really has no value in terms of the paper. And they own most of the assets and the land. So it all comes down to control. You feel what I'm saying? It's about control. It's about, you can whip it up how you feel. But yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
For sure.
You try to have a show.
No. Hey, God help us. If that's how you feel.
No, yo.
But
$1 million.
But
Appreciate it.
yeah, but it's like it's about controlling because they got a hold of it and they're not going to relinquish. They just not going to relinquish the control. And it's on us like right now because we're not identifying our true power. She says Solomon wrote it. Okay. What makes you what give me evidence that Solomon wrote it? If you don't mind.
Song of Solomon.
Song of Solomon. But all right.
But here's the thing. Either way, this is what I ask people all the time. What is it's known history that white people originated in Europe. So all of the Bible,
we're told. We don't know shit.
I'm just saying, if you dig as deep as you can dig, that's consistent in history.
But so my question is, those that are running this world, this planet, the megalomaniacs, the elites, are they all European or of Caucasus descent?
At the very top, I would say at the very top. But they're so wicked that they pick coons who are willing to fatten their pockets at the expense of their people. With Dr. Umar talking about a lot. Salute to the God. And it's like they pass down. It's not the tippy top power, but they tell a nigga the same thing they tell you at a job. Like, man, hey, listen, man, you keep this up, man. There's no telling where you could go. You see what I'm saying? They'll give you a little bit. Your power will never be theirs. Because I don't believe, from what I've read, the 13 royal families or whatever, I don't think any of them are black. But you got,
of course,
you got the Boule. You see what I'm saying? And they got money. You feel what I'm saying? They rich and wealthy and all of that. But once again, it came from the top. It came from the top. I say yeah, they all European, because the Bible actually talks about power being transferred for 6,000 years.
Jack says we are living in end times, and the word says it will be like the days of Noah.
Facts.
But that takes us back to the top. Is, can we extraterrestrial? What do you mean by that? But fallen angels, Nephilim. Where you going with this, Jack?
She's quoting the word. That's all the word.
Really?
Yeah. Nephilim is in the Bible. And they slept with women, human women. So that's why I'm saying, like, it's and I always, and salute to Bernie Dozier, right? Because he said it probably decades ago when it talked about the fruit, right? And this is why I try to tell people, you can't just be stuck on one book. You should want all the knowledge, because they split it up because they don't want you to know it. When they talk about the tree and the fruit and all of that, Bernie was like, he said, the devil fucked her.
Yeah.
And then the lost books of you ever read the lost books of the Bible?
Hold on. Yeah, go ahead. Go on.
Lost books of the
Expound
Bible,
on that.
The lost books of the Bible. And my Christians, like, you can't be, and I'm not saying to dismiss the Bible at all. It's too much knowledge, it's too much truth, and it was the first one. Even though it was edited in a lot. And they did take a lot of books out. But can they still hear what we're saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, in the lost books of the Bible, it tells detailed stories about Jesus that are not in the Bible. It's very important information that's not in the Bible. And it talks about when Mary was pregnant and Joseph found out he was pregnant, he said it out of his mouth, He said, you did to me what Eve did to Adam. Like, you fucked another nigga.
Okay. Now look, check this out, right? Check this out, right? This guy here, right? Calls himself Adam 22, right? Does a lot of porn with his wife and other women, right? See if I can get a better pick. That pick ain't the best for whatever reason. Let's see. Hey. Let's see, right? Let's see. Hey. Hey. Is it this one? Or is it this one? Let's see. Okay, so anyway, so this guy here, right? Adam 22, get the name, right? So he let a porn star smash his girl, right?
He's white, right?
He's white. She's white. And they let a mandingo bang her out.
That's what they all want. They need fucking.
But you gotta look at the symbolism behind the shit. Like I just said, his name is Adam. You feel me? Now your girl went and was with the serpent, right? And now what she's saying is, because it's all theater, right? But it's all symbolic, and that's what I'm saying. That now she's saying, "Oh, I want to do a threesome with me, you, and him." You feel what I'm saying? So you gotta look at the symbolism of saying it like we're saying. And at that time, Eve crept off, got slung by Satan, got slung down by Satan, and she brought him back. Right? What's the abomination? What's the detestable sin to the Most High? Homosexuality. She brought him back because we know that the serpent, Lucifer, was not ugly. He was a beautiful being. Right? He was a beautiful being. And when we talk about he came in the form of a serpent, that's the way that we all come. When we slide up on a chick in the club and at the bar and the lounges and shit like that, you're coming in the form of a serpent, especially if she's married. You're trying to get her to do something that she ain't supposed to do. You're trying to convince her.
Can we toast to that?
You see what I'm saying? So that's the form in which he came. He came in the form of a serpent, being sly, being slick. You feel what I'm saying? And he convinced her, because what I said earlier, the enemy he's like a dog with no teeth. He has no power. His only weapon is temptation. So you feel me? You feel me? He smooth talked her. Man, you ain't gonna die. You feel what I'm saying? Go ahead and, you know what I mean, suck this, you know what I mean? Get down on it. Get on it. Because what?
I'll make you a star.
The forbidden fruit is dead loin. And the berries, the twig and the berries. That's the forbidden fruit. You understand? I'm talking about the branch and the berries. Right? So then bing. Now she enjoyed it so much. I want to take you back to Adam, just like this. You feel what I'm saying? So, but this is just happening right now. So it's just symbolic. And what it is it's symbolic, showing other couples you can do this too. Because people are sheep. Yeah. Right? The daywalkers. Daywalkers will see this and be like, and now they want to present that to they weak ass dude that, let me go get slung down.
Right, I'm Mr. Cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But they'll play you just like we getting played now, and I'm gonna get into this. But she'll play you. She'll play you like she'll let you have another girl first, right? So if she comes to you like she did to him, that's the porn that they make, is him, her, and another girl. Played his ass. Now I've been letting you hunt all my girlfriends. We've been doing porn with me and other girls. Now,
she wanted to
yeah, that was the long.
She wanted to go.
It was the long play.
She wanted to go.
It was the long play.
As is, and it's no disrespect to the sisters and the women out there, you know what I mean? But they're very good at getting what they want, even if it's not immediately. You know
it's
what I mean?
the long play.
Yo, exactly.
Cause we dumb dogs. We goofy.
Are carnal.
We goofy for real.
The words say that we are carnal creatures.
We are
outer. They are inner. when they in their right mind.
And we out of our mind.
Can I? Because we would. Let me ask you. What
we
you think
goofy,
about this.
but it's not. I think it becomes, not to cut you off, but I think our loyalty comes from our true kingship of being responsible for a village, a group of people. You know what I'm saying? And bitch, if we down, you understand what
And
I'm saying?
I love
Yeah.
you. You know goddamn well I'm not watching you fuck no other man. Like me personally, I told my wife, like, I will never, ever.
Then they gonna say you're a weak ass man.
I'ma just be.
They gonna say you weak and you insecure.
No, I'm secure enough to admit that I love my wife, and I'm not gonna be down for that, because I feel like, and I told my wife this, I feel like no man who really loves his wife could ever be comfortable with some shit like that, even if it happened behind my back. You feel what I'm saying? Because when we love, we love.
But that's what I'm saying. Their shit, they take marriage for what it is, and what marriage is. If whether you want to whether you want to admit it or not, marriage is a business merger.
Absolutely, it's a contract.
It's a business merger. So they're keeping it in that sense, that, you know what I'm saying? That,
and I bet you they rich as shit now, because they'll get a bag.
well, he already makes $1 million a month from his podcast, from his YouTube subscribers. He already makes $1 million a month.
I bet you that shit go up because of the wickedness. I bet you. That's pretty much what it is now.
He already makes $1 million a month.
It'll
on
be
YouTube.
more.
So
the more wickedness,
right.
the bigger the bag.
But so then we know, and they got a kid together, but that doesn't mean that he loved her. That just mean that he was being greedy. You know what I'm saying? He miscalculated the next to the last pump, as Big Boy say. Shout out to Big Boy from Outkast, and that's the player's anthem. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he miscalculated the next to the last pump. So you feel what I'm saying? They got a kid together, but I don't think that that's love. Like you're saying, when you love somebody, you ain't going to do that. So it's business.
Especially because here's the thing.
But
everybody like to talk about the word. So to my women, my sisters, my wife hate when I talk. Like, but let's be clear. The man is the multiplier.
The man is the multiplier.
He has, okay, if Solomon was one of God's favorite people, probably God's favorite person during his reign, that's in the word, correct? He had 700 wives.
And why did I tell you he had 700 wives?
Because the man is the multiplier. I know.
No, he didn't have to say he had 70. Jack, what did he have? What the roll called, Jack?
Wives. I don't know if that was wives and combined, and he had concubines.
That's why I think he had 70 wives and 700 concubines. You gotta have more, because you ain't gonna have. You're gonna have more concubines than you're gonna have wives. Not more. You understand what I'm saying?
Because they the side pieces.
The ratio of women that can be qualified as a wife is far less than the women that can be qualified as a concubine. I want to call them something else, but we're gonna keep it, you feel me, right there, like that. You know what I'm saying? They let him astray. Yeah. He had 700 what? 700 wives or 700 concubines?
Let lead him astray though.
Huh? Right, because it's all about choice.
Because if you on your square, can't nobody lead you astray. But you, like you talked about earlier,
700 wives, 300 concubines.
Yo had a stack.
Yeah, the buckaroo to the window, to the wall. Just sweat them down, my balls.
So that's in the Bible. So the man is the multiplier. But I gotta say one thing. I gotta ask your opinion. Because my wife actually left me stumped. I was mad as shit. Because I couldn't disagree with her just in my past history with women. She was like, even if I was okay with that, she said the other bitch she's not gonna stay in her place. She gonna try to be your girl. She gonna try to take my spot, and I'm gonna kill that bitch.
You know what?
What are your thoughts? Do you really think side pieces? No, I'm just asking you a question. Do you think the side pieces would actually stay in their place, even if it was a situation where the wife was like, okay?
Well, we saw that in the word. We saw that with Sarah and Hagar, right? Hagar begin to feel entitled. You feel me? Boom, 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 right? So we have proof there. But also, we're in a different time now, where with the scarcity of men, you have women more subscribing to I'll stay in this spot, right, and be able to have access to the wood. You feel me?
The consistent wood.
Then right, and
he's not gonna just get me drunk and we we two-step on the dance floor.
They know he got peoples. They know you got peoples, and all that. Right now, you cut up and you cut off. You cut up and you cut off. So with the scarcity of men, there's more women subscribing to just staying in that spot, at least having access to a nigga that's cool, got some good wood. You feel what I'm saying? While she's still looking for her own. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Still looking for her own. She still let other niggas holler because the nigga with the wood got somebody or he got a lot of them.
Right.
But so that's a new science, a new subscription than what your wife coming from, that old school shit where side chicks get out of line and want to start calling and shit like that and goofy shit. Like, it's not like that. It's not. I'm not. And nothing is all. But we're in a time where it's less like that now because of the understanding that having that is better than dildos and strangers and women.
I can't agree with you. I can't agree with you.
What part you don't agree with?
Just in my experience, right? Because I was trying to have a harem. You know what I'm saying? Like I wanted in my early 20s. Early 20s.
It's on your past life.
Yeah. Because it was all a headache.
But
it was a lot of physical fun, but it was a headache.
This here Mac thing ain't everybody.
I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about the reaction from the women. They, like you just said it, they want their own. So, in my experience,
until they get them, and then they want.
Then they come back to daddy. They come back to daddy. But what I'm saying is, they're still gonna try to have their own. In my experience,
so we're still talking about Eve.
No, I'm talking about women personally. I'm just speaking on my past experience. When I dealt with multiple women, and they knew, some of them knew each other names. I wanted them all to associate with each other and have a big happy family.
In the perfect world.
Because that's how I was in the but I'm saying that's how I was in the word.
In the perfect world.
Right. In my experience,
in the perfect world of the word,
just,
perfect word.
They might deal with it for a little while, and after a while, they're gonna want to cut off the competition.
At one time in the 80s and the 90s and shit like that, it's different now. I'm telling you. We used to set a timer. We used to set a timer like, okay, she gonna cut up. You know what I'm saying? And woo, but it's not like that. It's like it's a real understanding because even the music coaches them. Bitches like what's the bitch from DC with all the nasty songs? And, you know, pardon me for calling bitch, but then what she plays in the
did she call herself a bitch?
The way she talks about her sexuality.
I'm saying, can that be a rule where you can't get mad at a man for calling you a bitch if you call yourself a bitch?
Yeah.
Ladies, is that fair?
It don't work like that.
I'm just saying.
It don't work.
It sounds fair to me.
It's them. They can call each other bitches, and homosexuals can call them bitches, but when we call them bitches, it's war. Right? Because it's war anyway. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's war anyway. So when it's war with a person anyway, it don't matter. Goddamn, you can say tattoo, bubblegum. And you feel what I'm saying? So you feel your whole vocabulary is a trigger word. You feel what I'm saying? Just breathing is a trigger. You feel what I'm saying? So, but what I'm saying is where we are now is understanding that, you know, like I said, even chicks, like what's her name, yo, from DC? Ari, I can't think of her other name. It's not Indy Ari. Ari Lennox. All of her music is about just being a good, you know, the side bitch that just wait for the dick. Like she just wait for the dick. You feel me? And she'll take it anywhere in the trash, behind the trash can in the alley, in your car, whatever. You see what I'm saying? So she's programming other women to be the same way, like be satisfied with just getting it when you can get it from him. If it's good and you like it, you feel what I'm saying? Just be satisfied when you can get it. I guess the same way with drugs, like right when somebody go for it, when somebody finds the dealer that got the drug that they like, and it's like he might not got that shit all the time. He might be hard to get on the line, you know what I'm saying? He might be hard to get in touch with, shit like that, but it's like you'll save your money and wait for him because he got that shit. When he do answer, he got the shit. You feel what I'm saying? Versus fucking with somebody else and they gonna burn you. You see what I'm saying? So it's
trustworthy drug dealer.
So I correlated with that. It's the same. So it's the same thing. Dick that they can trust. You feel what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? And that's where we are now. That's what they had to resort to because they say 1 out of 4 black women, only 1 out of 4 black women will get married.
But that don't mean that they not gonna be in relationships. That don't mean the nigga not gonna get engaged to them. It don't mean
relationships means supposedly means non-commitment because it's not cheating until you married.
I don't agree with that.
I knew you wouldn't.
Because my thing is this. If you
it's not infidelity if it ain't no wedding ring.
But as
whoa,
far as what you say,
boss. It's not infidelity if it ain't no wedding ring.
That's hard.
Yeah.
But because here's my thing. To me, it was always some little boy shit to be lying and have a woman thinking she the only one if she ain't.
Well, that's where you went wrong because you compromise your integrity by lying. Why the fuck is you lying as a grown ass man? Fuck is you
that's
lying
what I
about?
just said.
Yeah.
To me, it was little boy shit to do that. I never did that.
Yeah.
So that's why over the years, you know, they might have had their feelings or whatever, but that's how over the years a lot of men and chicks I used to deal with, like, it's still commendable because I'm not the nigga that told you I was trying to marry you. I told you I don't fuck with you like that. You know what I mean? And
You talk to somebody like that? You told somebody that?
yeah,
And how they receive that?
How I didn't give a fuck because I told you the truth. You see what I'm saying? That's the problem with a lot of shit. And Dr. Umar talked about it. Niggas be lying. That's what make it fucked up.
Fact.
It would be more easy to live that life if you just be honest. And what I'm saying is, in my past experience, there was a few women that was trying to be with it, but eventually they feelings and they selfishness got in the way. You know what I mean? And then when they got niggas lying to them over here, you know what I mean? They want the lie. Because it seems more promising for this nigga to tell you, like, you know, ooh, baby, you know what I mean? I love you. It's all about you. You know what I mean? Even though he's lying the whole time. That's why I said they gonna come back to daddy. I was always confident in that. The nigga that's telling you that shit, he's not gonna live up to that. You see what I'm saying?
Tell
And
them
at the
what?
end of the day,
Tell them what?
that it's all about her and blah 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 blah. She gonna go for that shit because that's what she want. I'm not knocking that at all. You see what I'm saying? But when he falls short, you gonna come back to daddy. That's just my old history or whatever.
We talking about a side chick?
Yeah. I mean, they was all side chicks if I ain't had no girl. It's like you know what I mean?
Like you said, you had a her.
I wanted I wanted it to be
How much
in
is
the
it
way of kings in the world.
Solomon had a stack.
But they all knew about each other. You see what I'm saying? They was all cooking, cleaning. You feel what I'm saying? He got 30 kids. They dealing with all of them.
I think you can accomplish the same thing right now.
But what I'm saying is, in these days and times, I'm in my past experience. It's been a minute since I actually tried to do some shit like that because for me, it was a lot of fun as far as the fucking, but just the questions, like when my phone ring, who was that? And did she suck your dick better than me? And then, like, yo, we're not in a relationship. When your phone ring, I don't ask
That's
you
not
shit like
comical
that.
to you, somebody to say that?
It's
actually?
a headache. Why can't you just shut the fuck up and do what we do respectfully? God damn.
Because they have to try.
But see,
But
it's
you
a
don't
turn
have
off
to
to me
you don't have
because
to
we
react
knew.
to it.
Here's the difference. I'm not like these other niggas out here who are pretending to give you some shit. I know what you want. You're gonna get what I'm gonna give you, and I'm not gonna lie about what I'm gonna give you.
But you might now, so that time has passed.
Absolutely.
He's happily married, you know what I mean? And he's a reformed,
Absolutely.
he's a reformed whole junkie.
And sometimes I still gotta hear shit about my former life because even with my wife, I did not lie. I didn't make pretend like, oh yeah, you know, I was a virgin when you know what I mean? All that goofy shit. No, we should not lie. We should not lie. And you know we should not lie. I definitely think for the time being, it's easier to lie to get the cookie for the time being. But lies, if you lie, it's gonna come back eventually. Or you gonna have to keep lying to keep, you know what I mean? Who wanna live life like that? Look, I just wasn't that type of guy. That was always wrong bullshit to me. Other dudes used to say I was crazy, but you know,
Good, man.
I'll take one situation that's not perfect over 10 situations that's not perfect, and then I'm offended because we don't rock like that. I never told you we was like that.
Okay, Kevin Hart is gonna bring back Comic View to BET. Okay, I see where they going with this.
I commend.
I see what they great.
I take whatever.
You gonna have to get in. You're gonna have to get in. You're gonna have to get in where you have to get in where you are segregated to. You see what I'm saying?
Can you elaborate on that?
Meaning that you're gonna have to go over there in your box. You know what I'm saying? You have to go over there in your box and deal with your own. It's basically like a public. It's like a public auction, like public like go over there. You have to go over there with your talents. Go over there with it, right? Which is good. We entertain our own. We make money from our own.
You know how I feel about it.
We don't gotta step and fetch and Bojangle and
Right.
Sambo for
Right.
somebody to be accepted
Can we toast to that?
already. So maybe from that, maybe we can build some unity. You know, maybe we can get the understanding that if we support each other in a real way, love each other, rock with each other in a real way.
Ain't that what Jesus said was most important?
Yeah, love your brother, right?
And see, I feel like we are examples of that. And me personally, I've received a lot of blessings just living by that. Just love your brother. Not if you grew up with him and
But
y'all on
you
the
know
same
what?
block and all that type of shit.
You know what? Love your brother, right? But some motherfuckers make it hard for you to love them.
And the Most High will deal with
You know
all
what
of
I'm
that.
saying? Some
You-
motherfuckers make it hard
Yes.
for you to love them.
Yes. But we are protected.
Uh-huh.
We are protected. I believe that. We are protected. Just like how we talked about when motherfuckers be like, hey, yo, I got the bazooka, yo, I'm telling you, yo, you know what I'm saying? I come out of church with a chopper, yo, ready to kill a nigga. You know what I mean? Yo, like, that shit is not necessary when you believe and you got faith. When you got faith, you gonna go whenever the Most High decide that it's time for you to go.
Uh-huh.
You not your mind is not occupied with all of that type of bullshit. It's not. You're not living your life the way as though you putting yourself in them situations, because a lot of outcomes are contingent upon the decisions that we make. You see what I'm
Yeah, your
saying?
life is the sum of your decision making.
Right. If you know that it's gonna be a bunch of scumbags in this place, you see what I'm saying? If you ain't a scumbag, then why the fuck are you there?
Yeah.
And you don't have to be. That's what you're choosing to do. You're probably looking for a side piece. You know what I'm saying? Instead of looking for a virtuous side piece.
So
Yeah, I saw that today.
So what are we? So where are we with this here? Where are we with this here? Business here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where are we with this here? Business here. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
I'm appalled.
Hold on one sec. You know what I mean? Talk to your viewers. Let them know what
Yeah.
you think about
So viewers, how as a man, how would you feel? And ladies, give your opinion too. How would you feel if you love this woman, you just had a baby by, and first and foremost, she walk out the fucking house looking in public, looking like that? How would you feel? Holla at us. Ladies, if you are in a relationship, you in love with this dude, y'all just had a baby together, y'all built a family together. Are you coming out the house like that?
If you ever knew a nigga and that nigga was real, let's keep it plain and simple, nigga. Then you feel how I feel. A lot of fucked up shit been going on in my life. I'm trying to make some dough, taking hits, give me a price, and I lay a nigga down if you disrespect. I ride or die for my niggas, ain't no twisting that. Cause when my niggas say they needed some dope, I put them on last winter and nowhere to go. I kept them on, staying true to that nigga every fucking day. And if he in it, then I'm in a nigga all
I say, look, she shouldn't be dressing like that.
You goddamn
Like-
right, she shouldn't be dressing.
Like he shouldn't like. Well, hold up though. As I say that, right? As I say that, right? I think about they leave the house together. if he
Here's
took her
what
to
I'm
the
saying.
if he took her to the show,
Then he's a goofball.
you
ass
whore, you whore. You know what I'm saying? You whore.
Because if you carry it like that shit is acceptable, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but it's been certain things, and I don't be trying to be cussing and fussing and loud about that shit, but just being real with my wife. Like, look, yo, I'm not dealing with this.
Now, see, you can now. Let me say this: you can dress sexy when you with me, right? But not like that.
No.
Now that shit you should have on
that's
in the
Norma
house.
Jean, that's Norma Jean.
That's you had that shit on in the house. Like if you try and play dress up and put your makeup on and look sexy and shit like that.
Yeah, you
Bet,
dressing like
like
you want to
at
get
the
knocked
crib,
out.
right? At the crib, you know I'm coming home. Bang, you want to put that shit on? Yeah. Light the candles and type shit. Go for it. You feel what I'm saying? No, you oh yeah. He's going to go to the executive suite. If you want to wear that at the crib, but if you want to dress sexy, but respectfully sexy, when we going out, that's another thing. You know, but if we ain't going out together, then you should be dressing conservative because you're not on the market, right? You're not on the market. You're not single. You're not trying to get chose. You understand what I'm saying? So it's a respect level all the way around. Me and Cuz was talking about that. It's a respect level all the way around when you are how you dressing as a married woman. You know what I'm saying? You can't intertwangle that shit like that, entangle it like that. You can't twist and entangle it like that. It's either or. You know what I'm saying? As someone that's not on the market no more, you should dress a certain way. If you somebody who not married, whatever, then you can do whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying? But you should respect yourself and your husband enough that I'm not going to reveal what I got. That's for him, right? And what I should be focusing on is how much more sexy I can make it for him, not for the public. Not for the public. You know what I mean? But there's no respect for men now. You know what I mean? There's no respect. You know, most have subscribed to they don't need men and shit like that. So of course a woman's gonna dress like that if her mind says she don't need a man, then that means she's not gonna value if he's doesn't agree with certain things with her because she feel like she could just throw them away like microwave and get another one, right? Yeah, and a line for dudes that want to have sex with you is very long. But the line for dudes that want to stay with you and really build something with you, ain't many niggas in that line. So don't go believing these songs, these women in these songs, thinking that you could get another one and whoop-de-wop like that. It ain't like that. It's not for everybody. You know, maybe if you are Beyonce or somebody of that had that kind of attractiveness and that type of income, yeah, you can throw men away all the day. But if you're just an average woman, you know what I'm saying, then you need to hold. If you find something good, you need to respect it and hold on what you got on the trail. Don't go buying into this thing that you can get another one just because you listen to rappers or singers who tell you so because they're in a position to do that. And that's true. You know what I'm saying?
Can we toast to that?
Absolutely.
Because the new guy's gonna fuck you for sure. You know what I mean?
You see that? He wasn't even here when I said what I just said. That the line for dudes is trying to hump is long. But the line for dudes is trying to stay and build with you, ain't nobody over there. It's birds chirping over that bitch. It's crickets.
Especially if you got children. Facts.
Oh man.
Just keeping it true.
Already.
I be trying to tell these women when I hear the shit that they go through with niggas, like, man, you go through that shit because you allow it. Sorry. You
But-
deal with that shit.
In my opinion, she was wrong.
You got that.
But they left the house together. So I think he got in his feelings once she hopped her ass up on stage with Usher or was with Usher and was giving that nigga all that love. I think they even shared a peck. I think there was a little kiss there, right? That's a bit much. You dress like that, you spent it around for him. She turned it around, this one's free, homie. You know what I mean? She gave him this one's free. You feel me? And she shook it, I don't know, might be exaggerating. But she turned it around for him.
Yeah, it was
Right.
I would be offended.
She gave him some, right? She gave him some. Let's see. Let's get it. Let's
I got the vibe that,
Look.
and I don't know. I got the vibe that,
Look.
I got the vibe that, it's very, very possible.
And
that
she,
he
you see on
fucked her
Instagram
before.
where she was like, when he was singing and shit or whatever, he was showing his muscles, his little muscles and shit like that. I call it little. That sound like I'm hating, though. I said, call it little muscles. Sound like I'm hating, right? See, self-improvement. But when she saw his little muscles, little calf muscles, not calf muscles, his ab muscles, that she was making all these faces, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? Like, how the fuck you gonna do that? You sitting with a nigga and you putting on like that. You feel me?
If
Like-
a nigga fucked you before
And
you liked it,
huh,
you know what I mean? You ain't forget about that shit.
you know what I'm saying?
I think it's that real. And I think, like I said, man, these niggas out here trying to be Mr. Cool. Like, yo, you need to be real about your feelings. Like, if you love that woman, don't make it seem like whatever the fuck she do, like you just okay with that shit, because you're not. I feel like that's how a lot of niggas die. Niggas be at the basketball court trying to show off for their homeboy. Yo, fuck that bitch. Yo, I don't give a fuck what that bitch did. And then one of your so-called homeboys fuck her, and you don't like it very much.
Yeah, a lot of times we you know what I'm saying, a lot of times, you know what I'm saying, like we can let our egos and our little bravado fuck us over, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I know if that was me, like, we wouldn't be in a relationship no more. Or I would never be faithful after that.
They got a kid together.
What do that mean?
I heard that.
I mean, it's a bill.
I
You
heard
feel
that.
what I'm saying? You gonna pay her, but at least you can have your pride and your dignity. You know what I mean? And find a woman that's not going to do that. You know what I mean? With the goddamn cheeks out. like that. The cheeks is out. Oh shit. Cheeks is out. There is no way in the world that I'm going out the house with the woman that I love like that. You can't possibly love her.
We back there again.
Because I'm
We're
trying
back
to
there
emphasize
again.
the
Yeah,
point.
we're back there again. Right.
The woman that you love,
Right.
like what? Like you
We
say,
back
what
there
is you
again.
mean? Like what
Yeah.
is you doing?
Yeah, we back there again.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
And it's because you love her.
But he love her, but he ain't got the cojones. He ain't got the cojones to say, hey, what the fuck is you doing? You know what I'm saying? And then she gonna give him lip and tell him he insecure, right? Because that's the key to your lips. That's the key to your lips is what are you insecure? It's like,
But she gotta eat what she cooked. And
Nah.
I guarantee you, if the shoe on the other foot, you see what I'm saying? And it's some badass
Nah.
chick that he used to fuck with, she gonna have a problem.
nah, I ain't insecure, but I might be in a rage
I
if
love
you keep playing
you.
with me.
I love you. You know what I mean?
Listen,
You love your pudding, yo. Just tell her you love her and act like it. That shit don't make. That's what real men do. Like, see, I feel like we're fucked up as black men because
uh-oh.
no, I'm just saying. Like, correct me if I'm wrong. even as young, yo, we're so much taught that love is such a weakness. You see what I'm saying? Like if you love anybody, like you some bitch ass nigga. Whereas though in all actuality, the Most High created us out of love. You feel what I'm saying? That's what we was put here to do. Am I lying? Am I flying with?
You all right? You said you speaking truth. You speaking truth.
We're programmed that we gotta be so fucking tough all the time. All the time. Niggas say good morning to you, brother. What? Nigga? What? And the sad part is that shit even carry to the older folks. You ever speak to some OP and they don't even speak back, they don't even want to look at you.
Yeah, it's been like that for quite some time.
Let a white man walk past him. No. Hey, how you doing, sir? And did you see that golf game last night? Bitch ass niggas.
Yeah.
Bitch ass, coon ass niggas.
I think we're getting ready to come to a precipice where it's gonna really be exposed. It's really gonna be exposed as to where Black women have positioned themselves, and and the position this seems to be doggy.
But now, can I ask a question? Because once again, I believe in separation. There are plenty of virtuous Black women. I remind my brothers of that.
Nothing is all.
No, but what I'm saying is everybody can't be put into the queen and king category when you're not conducting yourself like anything close to that. Like, yes, that's how the Most High created you, but that's not what you're doing. Like, that shit is very disappointing to me because I like to see Black families, not shit like that. And another thing I got an issue with is it make me wonder if she one of them ones where as though like before she left out the house, she like, ain't nobody paying attention to me. Like, what the fuck do you mean?
What you mean?
You got your fucking cheeks out.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
And you ain't in the pool. Now, if she had her cheeks out at the pool, how would you feel?
I told my wife, you can buy something to cover that shit.
There you go. If you respect yourself and your man, you're gonna do it.
Exactly. If I came out the house, you see what I'm saying, in my boxes, you know what I mean, and my dick out, and there's a bunch of women, like, you would have a problem with that shit, and you should have a problem with that shit. If you love me, you know what I'm saying? Then I ain't gonna lie. I say this. To me, it's a difference between commitment is commitment, but like you said, marriage is a contract. Yeah. And not only that, you're putting the Most High in it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for me personally, I'm not playing about my marital vows.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's just me. See, people nowadays, it's like, God is just such a loose subject for people. It's like, you know what I mean? When you hit the number, it's like you mention them. You know what I mean? But it's not a real love there. It's not a real love. It's not a real respect. And what we was taught, that's the beginning of wisdom, is the fear. And it should be fear because you're not going to win against them. Nobody is.
Win against who?
The Most High.
Nah, your arms too short to box with
God. Yeah, I'll put that in my playlist today too. Salute to the God.
Yeah. Hey, man. Tell me what you say in the comments, man. How you feel about Keke Palmer
with them cheeks out.
With the cheeks out.
With the cheeks out.
Give Usher mad rhythm.
Yeah, and he did what he did
Man,
because it's like,
River.
look at her. When you dress like you
Get your
coming-
bitch, man.
when you coming to get fucked, when you dress like you coming to get fucked, a nigga's gonna try to fuck you.
Get your bitch, man.
It's that simple. Don't act like you don't know that.
So
shit.
you in the crowd, so you sitting somewhere watching your girl do this.
I would be
She
single.
ain't your girl.
I will be single.
She ain't your girl. That's
I would
fucked
be
up,
single.
man. That she did that to that man. And then now I bet you he's insecure, he weak, all type of shit. I bet you she's saying a lot of condescending shit to him right now. You feel me? Because of him saying that you are a mother.
It would never be
You know what
the
I'm
same.
saying? You're a mother.
But at the same time, it's like, do you put some of that blame on yourself when your goofy ass went out the house with her?
How
and they
many people
rectify
you
that shit?
how many people you know really have like accountability? You know what I'm saying? Like people don't be having accountability. Like that shit is like kryptonite. You know what I'm saying?
Is that our biggest problem as a people?
What?
Everything is always somebody else's fault. Like I don't know her personally, you see what I'm saying? But just in the state of our people as a whole where we are, I would not be surprised at all if that shit got blamed on somebody else.
Ooh. What you mean this?
Everything, yeah, hell yeah.
I think it's clear. Nobody put that on her. She knew where she was going. She knew what she was doing.
And Usher wanted to fuck her when he seen her with that shit on.
I think he pressed himself up against her. So they felt each other. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And all the while, as I'm saying, as a husband, as a father, you're sitting there watching your girl like really do this shit in front of you. Like she lucky he ain't beat her up. You feel me?
Can we toast to that?
You feel me?
Cause he love her.
You feel me? She
'Cause
lucky
he love
he ain't. Yeah, I'm talking about put the beats down.
Right. Cause if he love her.
I know you like to sing. Here go a beat for you.
I hope that's not happening right now because can you
I
imagine?
got
Can you
a-
imagine what his
I
homeboys is
got
saying?
a beat for you.
Can you imagine what the people close to him is saying to him?
Who to whom? His homeboys?
Yeah,
Her man?
yeah.
Oh man, she smoked you in front of everybody. You ashes, nigga. You ashes. Ashes to ashes. Dust to dust.
With them cheeks out. Like cheeks is just
You got played. You got played. Squirrels out like pus. Nigga, cause you just a lame-o. Let your girl fuck around and play a game, ho. You know what I'm talking about? Let Usher put the print on her. and he left his scent on her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, to me, it looked like it's highly possible that he fucked her.
No, I don't know. Yeah, it could be like it really is, but with this public display, yo got some thinking to do. You know what I'm saying? You got some thinking to do. I think he should move on.
I absolutely think.
I think he should move on, right, and go be happy because if she do this in public, dude, what the fuck is she doing when you in LA and she in New York filming a show and shit like that? How loose?
Imagine what she doing when you not around.
That's what I just said.
And if you marry her and she knows she could take half your money.
If y'all live in Cali, right? Is it Cali?
And isn't that everywhere, damn near? Then they got the common law marriage, which though even if y'all not married, but y'all been living together for I think 7 years, Yeah, nigga, that's your wife.
Mm.
You gonna kick that bread out.
Yeah. That,
But he
Yeah.
just had a baby by, right? So it's gonna be expensive.
that's your baby.
But you can still hold your head up as a man. You know what I mean?
That's your baby.
Is it? But then, is he wrong to ask? Like, is that even my baby? Like, what the fuck are you really doing?
It's her baby. She had it. Right?
His maybe.
He thinking it's right, but when you thinking it's yours, and then you jump in with both feet, say I'm gonna be here.
Try to be good.
But then you doing that, it's like now we gotta rethink this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Is it Usher baby?
That's what I'm saying. Is it somebody else's baby because of your behavior? It brings question.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's like,
but then again, now you insecure, now you weak, boo boo boo. You feel me?
right.
So yeah. Hey man, I hope they work that out. I hope they work that out. You know what I'm saying?
I do, but it's like,
but
God,
there's pictures, there's other. I can't say I hope it work it out. I just know that like he painted himself into a corner because there's other pictures that he took. Right? There's other pictures that he took of her dressed sexy that he posted. He almost like it sounds starting to sound like a girlfriend, like a gay girlfriend, like a, you feel me? That's what I'm saying. For her to do that.
But niggas be pimping their wife though. I'm not condoning
then
it,
that's
but
why
the
I say
situation
like
you was
you
just
said,
talking about earlier.
Then it ain't love.
Yeah,
and it ain't really like that. But then he wouldn't have publicly like, he the one that sparked it when he was like, yo, you're a mom, why. You feel me? He was in his feelings.
He loved her.
He was in his feelings, man.
He loved her.
He love her, yo.
He definitely love her. Even if it's just, here's the thing. Because I feel like with dudes, a lot of times it just be their pride and their ego. Because you treat what you love better than you treat what you don't give a fuck about.
That you can get some money out. But I wondered, is his bag bigger than hers? That's another factor, right?
I was gonna ask you that. Like, is Yo a celebrity? Because I don't know.
I don't know, but I don't think his bag bigger than hers. And when it's not, that's when you get that type of behavior, right? That's when they feel more empowered to do shit without your consent, right? Or your opinion, right? So he put himself in that position. You know what I mean?
I mean, maybe she came at him with the cheeks out.
She came at him with the cheeks out.
Maybe she just, you know what I mean? In the Garden of Eden, you know what I mean?
She came at him with the cheeks.
Cheeks out.
I can see a nigga. I can see a nigga doing that. I can see a nigga loving that.
Think of the Instagram followers you gonna have. You feel what I'm saying? And the sad part is a lot of niggas be on that type of shit. Like, niggas will be miserable. You feel what I'm saying? Niggas will be miserable. Like, they girl slap the shit out of them, all because she got a government job and she's gonna get a pension. Niggas are Maria, you know what I mean?
You're right. I've seen that. You see that a lot, right? But it's a business merger. You're supposed to be marrying for money, not for love.
See, and
you feel what I'm saying?
I need to be happy. And you gonna have disagreements in a marriage, but I need to really rock with this person for me to even commit, because life's a bitch. You gonna have trials and tribulations anyway.
And on that, we're gonna sign off that life is a bitch, right? And then you marry one.
Just don't
That's a
marry her
joke.
if you meet her with the cheeks.
That's just a joke.
Don't marry her if she got the cheeks out.
I'm,
Although it's
I'm,
hard not to fuck her.
I'm happy to see those that came through, right?
Salute.
Appreciate you. We coming back, you know, better than ever. You know what I mean? We love y'all. Appreciate you. You know what I mean? See y'all soon.
Peace.
Peace.